good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am Oldman102. Welcome back to the channel, and let's try our hand at, and let's take a look at Captain of Industry. Now, the game's been out for a while. There's a ton of videos on it. I am a complete noob. Um, I spent, an hour or so in a little test game. It's a lot of fun. Like, I couldn't stop playing. So we're going to jump in. Let's jump into I turned the music off because I wasn't sure. I play all my games with the music off anyway. So let's jump into a new game. I think we're just going to go with New Haven, which is pretty much the starter map. And then if this playthrough goes really well, then I think we'll go with a different map. We'll pick something a little bit harder. But for now, I think we're going to go with New Haven. I'm going to leave everything on default. Game difficulty now. Do we want to do Sailor? 40. So the extra starting mining materials are increased. Fuel consumption is reduced 30%. Maintenance 40%. Mining yield is 30% increased. And unlimited mines. And then electricity. So let's what's the difference with, so if we go with captive, for players to seek some adventure, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who sailed in. Now everything is standard. What that is difference between sailor and standard. I guess it would be like easy mode. I'm certain it's easy mode, probably like a medium mode, and probably a hard mode. For players who want a smooth sail and learn the ropes, do we want to go with sailor or do we want to go with captain? Let's go with captain. Let's make it a little bit harder. I have no mods, so let's just launch into the new map and see what happens. I did my little test game on the easier mode. But it's been about a week since I played, so I may have to get used to the controls over again. But we will run through the tutorial. Pretty much walk you through what you need to do. Okay, it is on pause. Alright, welcome, Captain. Captain, we have found the island we've been searching for. It's not on the map. Our ship took a lot of damage. We'll need major repairs in order to sail again, but we should be safe here. Besides our initial supplies, we are starting from scratch. We should start manufacturing construction parts to be able to build infrastructure, grow food to feed our people, and find a way to make fuel for our vehicles. The island looks abandoned, but it has plenty of natural resources that we could use. There are even some abandoned buildings around that we could disassemble for scrap. Also, we should set up a research lab so we can reinvent all the technologies we took for granted for so long. We found out about a settlement nearby that we can trade with in case we run out of something. They can deliver the goods to us once we have a trading dock. The entire crew is counting on you. After everything we have been through together, good luck. Now, I'm probably going to make a lot of mistakes. If you're familiar with the game, constructive criticism, but please don't tell me how to play the game step by step, because I want to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. Alright, so it wants us to build a coal maker and connect it to a smokestack. It wants us to start harvesting trees. Build a blast furnace and connect it to a metal caster, 2 metal casters and a smokestack. That would probably be for copper. I believe copper or iron. We'll take a look. And then it wants us to build a research lab. Now, first of all, we're not going to get into digging coal until we unlock and research mining. So we're going to be doing some tree harvesting for our coal. Now let's take a quick peek at our, which one is it? Our underground resources. So we have blue is water, so we have some groundwater here. So I want to try and save some of the space for underground, for wells once we unlock them. Orange is iron ore, so we'll be mining the iron ore first, and that's what we'll be smelting first. Then we'll be getting into the coal, which is brown. A little bit of oil over here, so we're going to try and clear this patch here. Limestone. Looks like we have some copper, a good, well, good bit of copper. Some sand. I guess this will be more limestone. And then once we get up to the next level, next level up, there's a ton more water. Bunch of coal. Some gold way in the back. So, alright. Looks like I'm going to leave that on for a minute. So I'm going to want to clear some area over here so we can eventually get to... We'll clear a little bit of area around the oil. I'm not sure how quickly... Let's throw it on pause. How quickly we're going to unlock the oil capability or mining coal. But I think we're going to take some trees down over this way first. Let's clear this area here out first. Alright, that should be good. And then we'll take our tree harvester and we will assign it a dump truck. I think I'm going to just start my coal production over here. We're probably going to end up, like I said, I'm going to make a bunch of mistakes. I'm not going to know where to put buildings. But I'm thinking we'll start coal somewhere just like near here for now. So it wants to build a coal maker and connect it to a smokestack. So let's grab a coal maker. Which way do I want to turn it? Alright, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. So let's grab the coal maker, and then it's going to want us to connect it to a smokestack, and I'm just going to hook it straight in. So that'll take care of that objective. We're going to start harvesting trees, and then it's going to want a metal caster, a blast furnace, 2 metal casters, and a smokestack. And then this, we could tell it to start recycling. So it's going to grab iron scrap and bricks. Now, I am going to, this is probably going to be my first mistake. So we're going to recycle the iron scrap into metal. But I think I'm going to do it over here, close to our iron ore deposit. Because once we run out of these scrap parts, we're going to have to start smelting the ores. So I know our trucks are going to drive. I'm going to waste some diesel. But I think I'm going to set up that over here. So let's grab, before we take it off a pause. So it's going to want a blast furnace. And again, I want to put it over here near our deposits, because eventually we'll have a big smelting operation over here. So let's throw this guy down. And then we're gonna need 2 metal casters. Gonna put, and I believe we have to get a smokestack, but I could be wrong. Yep, and there's a smokestack somewhere. So let's go with 1 and 2. Then we're going to need a molten channel going from here, up this way, and then into, oh, come on. Did that not connect? It's kind of ugly, but it worked. From here down to here. over to here. You know what? I don't like that. Can I take that apart yet, or do I not have that ability? Since we didn't actually use any materials. Yes, yes, no, maybe so. Yeah, since we didn't actually use any materials yet. Oh, come on. There we go. That'll work. So now all we need is a smokestack, and we're going to just direct connect it. There. Alright, so that'll get us our coal maker. That'll get us, we're going to start harvesting trees. That'll get us our blast furnace and metal caster and smokestack. So let's get the resource layer off for a minute, and let's throw it on. Let's crank her up. We're going to probably get an error saying our tree harvester has no trucks assigned. So let's take our tree harvester, and we will assign it at least one vehicle. Maybe a second one here in a minute, but let's get at least one going. So these guys are going to pick up supplies and start building what we've asked it to build. This guy's going to come over here and just start harvesting trees, but he's going to wait for a truck. And we will probably assign him a second truck. So we won't get any coal. So right now we're just going to take trees, turn it into coal, and we're going to use coal for fuel. We got to set a recipe up here, which I forgot to do. So we're going to take this guy, and the only recipe we have right now is iron scrap plus coal to make molten iron and exhaust. And then this guy takes the molten iron and turns it into iron plates. So our other objective was start recycling the abandoned communications tower. We did that. And then we now have to produce 16 iron, which we're going to wait for. Where's our tree harvester? For now, if I can click on him. Come on. I'm going to assign him a second truck. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to assign. Okay, so we're going to assign him a second truck. This way they could just run back and forth. And what can make more coal? Make coal quicker. I know it wants us to build a research lab. We'll get there. So this thing's going to start. They're going to bring over some metal scrap. They're going to bring over some coal. This thing's going to fire up. We're going to get some molten material. And then we're going to start getting some iron plates. I don't know what we're going to do with the iron plates yet, but we're going to get some iron plates. There we go. So there's our first molten iron scrap. Oop, not enough to make plates with. There we go. Second load of iron scrap. We got enough to make plates with this time. Yes, so we've got 16 iron plates going to come out. Oh, there we go. That is so cool. I love the animations. So we're going to have our first 16. So we're going to collect. So our reward for that is 40 diesel. So let's collect that. All right. So we need to build a research lab. We need to research construction. We need to build waste collection and attach it to the settlement and designate a dumping zone for waste. So let's come down by our. Let's do the research lab first. Transport buildings research lab. Let's just put it over by. I know again it's probably going to be a mistake. Let's just throw it here by headquarters. Leave a little bit of room. It's going to take 192. Oh, it's going to take 30 construction parts out of the 192 we have. Let's just plop that guy there. So that'll take care of the research center, or build. That'll take care of build a research lab. Waste collection for, is it under waste management? No. Buildings, housing, and services. So it's going to need waste collection. Now, which way are we going to expand our settlement? Let's put it here. And then we need to build a designated dump for waste. So dumping designation. Again, I'm not sure where exactly to put it, but let's just go like that. It should start. Did that not? It did. Now, can we designate? Cannot start dumping it. All the edges are too high from the terrain. Okay, so it's going to want us to. Alright, so let's take that back off. Do I just have to go flat? Can we start dumping there? I guess we could start dumping there. I don't know if we could designate it a specific. I don't think we can tell it yet what to put there. But we'll see if it dumps waste. Alright, now, okay, this is done. So it wants us to research basic farming. So let's jump in here, start new research. Again, the research tree is just massive. So I'm hoping we can turn this into a long series. Basic farming. It's going to unlock farms. It's going to unlock a potato farm. How do we get out of... There we go, escape. Alright, so we're going to start researching basic farming. I don't know if we're necessarily going to dump waste, but we'll see if that's going to dump waste. And then right now we don't have anywhere to store our iron. Are we dumping waste? Oh, it's just the a zone. So we are going to need to go up a level to level 3. Let's take a look at that dump zone again. So if we go from 2, so F, we go up a level. Okay, that's flat. Oh, E is +1. No, I don't want to go that. I thought it would be F to slope up. You know what? Let's take this off a minute. Can we not slope up and dump waste there? Cannot start dumping it. All the edges are too high above the terrain. Okay, why? Oh, there we go. Got to start from 1. Oh, there we go. We got to start from 1 and then go up. Alright, there we go. So we should be able to dump waste there. We'll see what happens. So we're researching farming. Oh, no, we got to research construction. I think we can queue them up. So let's jump back in here. Can we queue? Yes, add to queue. So this is going to, so basic farming is going to unlock our potato farm. Construction, we're going to get and unlocks a manual assembly building. So we can make construction parts, mechanical parts, and electronics. Alright, so you have, what are you telling me? Cannot pick up no valid destination. I thought I built a dumping zone right there. I had no problems in my test game. So it's telling me it cannot. Let's throw it on pause for a minute. So why are you telling me that you cannot dump waste? So let's take that back off. I had no problems doing this on my little test game. Let's try this then. Let's take our waste and let's go -1. Does -1 get us flat? I'm sorry, Q. Q get us flat? It does. Can we just dump waste off the coast? Nope. Maybe. Let's throw it back on. Oh, there we go. So it'll come over here and dump the waste off the coast. What the heck? Alright, so it will. So that's we did. So that dumped 20 waste. So now we're going to collect 40 brick for our efforts. Wants us to research the basic farming, the construction, and then the trading dock. So let's queue up. Basic farming is getting there. So let's queue up the trading dock next. So we'll add that to the queue. It's going to unlock the trading dock and unit storage. Unit storage is really going to help us. So we'll add that to the queue. So right now we're not storing anything, so we're only pretty much making what we're not really using what we're making unless they're taking it back and storing it at the ship dock. Because our iron has to be going somewhere if we're still melting our iron scrap. So our iron plates have to be going somewhere. Let's see if they come over and pick any iron plates up and take them back to the trading dock. Or our ship dock, I should say, because we don't have a trading dock yet. So we still have 34 months worth of food. Basic farming is getting there. We have 90 population. We have a capability of 140. Our ship is docked. We have 9 out of 50 vehicles and 56 number of work. So we have 56 available workers that aren't being used yet. Yeah, so this is backing up because we have nowhere to store our iron. So right now I think we're just waiting on the first research. Do we want to boost our research with, we can boost, can we boost this? No, we can't. I was going to say, can we boost this? Some of the boons you can boost with immunity to make them work a little bit quicker. But I guess the research lab we can't. Like, if we come over here, I can say I can boost this with what they call unity, and it'll give us a little bit of a benefit. Alright, so now it wants us to build a farm. Alright, basic farming. I'm not going to read these because I've done the tutorial. Let's throw our ground thing on. I think we're going to throw our first farm like right here on the edge of our groundwater. So where is it under housing and services? No. Is there a food? There is. We have a new tab on the bottom now for food. So our first farm, let's leave a little bit of space. Again, I'm probably going to mess up on what needs to go where. Let's dump our first farm in there. And I believe a farm is going to take... so the only thing we can do now is potatoes. We can't even do like crop rotation for fertility. So I think right now we can only do potatoes. But I believe it takes 10 workers to work the farm out of our 56 available. There we go. First farm is in. So now we gotta wait for the first harvest of potatoes. So this guy should be, it's growing. I'm gonna leave truck export on auto. Um, estimated 46 in 2.7 months. So we'll just let the farm do its thing. We are researching construction. It's at like 40%. Our tree harvester's over here. He's telling us that pickup cannot deliver wood. There's no valid destination. The only place that we could take wood to right now is our furnace making coal. So he'll back up occasionally until we get warehouses unlocked. I guess we could turn that off. So yeah, so now we're in a hurry up and wait situation. So we're making our coal. I believe that's coal. Huh. It doesn't tell you when you hover over it. I would like to see that when you hover over it, it tells you what it is. But I believe that's the coal, iron plates. We'll have to, I think rubber maybe, copper plates, construction parts, vehicle parts, diesel. I'm assuming potatoes. I could be wrong. And then brick. And then this gives you like all your different furnaces. So if you want to like figure out coal, what we can make coal from, and then what coal is consumed. So there's a little thing here for everything. So if we want to know like exhaust, what we could turn exhaust into, I believe you can use exhaust for something down the road, but we may have to research it first. Haven't really gotten into the recipes too much. Now this is our storage. This guy has 146 potatoes out of a capacity of 400, so we can add more of those on if we need to. Construction research is almost, so we got 80%. Got to keep an eye on our fuel because we cannot make any right now. So our diesel. This guy's coming over to refill. Eventually we'll have a building where it takes fuel to the vehicles, but right now the vehicles have to drive all the way back to get some diesel. And then drive back to what they were doing. Oh, so we harvested 16 to 20 potatoes, so we're going to have to wait for one more harvest. We may put a second field in after we chew through these trees. We'll put a second field in right there. We'll see how well the first one does. If we start getting low on food, we'll throw another field in. That's going to take 10 more workers though. Alright, so now it wants us to build an assembly manual. So where do we want to start doing our production? I think all of our first production is going to be out of these. So I think we're going to set up our first production over here. So let's throw our research thing on. Yeah, we got plenty of room over here to start doing our assembly with. So it wants us to build an assembly manual. So assembly manual. Let's turn it this way, and we're going to probably orientate all of them in the same direction. So assembly manual right there. Let's see what happens. We can turn our layers off. So it looks like, again, I'm not going to, you can read the construction. It just that was notification telling us that we just unlocked construction. So yeah, this guy's sitting empty because we have no place to store our iron plates with. But as soon as our trading dock is done, we can build our first uh, warehouse. Alright, so it wants us to select a recipe in assembly manual to produce construction parts. Let's jump in here and we're going to assign it construction parts. It's going to take 3 iron, 4 wood, 4 bricks, and it's going to make us construction parts. So let's throw that recipe in there. And then our trucks will start bringing um, that product over. Alright, so we harvested our potatoes. We only have 28 months worth of food, so that is a little scary. So I think we definitely need to get a second farm in. We're going to collect 30 more potatoes. So I may want to throw in another farm. I really wanted to put it in this direction, but we have trees in the way. So what I wanted to do was, on my little test game, I had it right here, but those trees are not in the way. So let's, unfortunately, it's going to cover up some of our water. But I think we're going to throw a second farm in. We can always turn it off. It's going to cost us 30 construction parts. We only have 82, but we're making construction parts now. So let's throw that there. Why did it go on pause? Don't know why it paused. But let's throw the second farm. I don't like having that little food. And it'll take 10 more workers. So now it wants us to produce. We're just waiting for construction parts to produce. Our trading dock is, we're researching our trading dock at 53%. Yeah, I'll feel comfortable with another farm going. So we only have, well, we got 198 out of 400, but I don't like having that little bit of food, only 39 months. Awesome. So now we did our 8 construction parts. It's going to give us 40 wood, so let's collect that. So it wants us to research power and maintenance. So let's jump in here. Let's queue up power and maintenance. Power and maintenance is going to get us the maintenance depot, the diesel generator, and I guess maintenance parts. Let's add that to the queue. Trading dock 71% research. Now it wants us to build us another assembly manual to produce mechanical parts. So let's grab another assembly manual. Let's rotate it. Let's throw it in here, and then it wants us to do mechanical parts, which is this guy, which is straight up iron to mechanical parts. So we got that assembly, or that one selected. And then yes, we've unlocked. We don't need to read about maintenance. Trading dock is almost researched. We're at 84%. Alright, I'm glad we have our second farm going. This guy still has a bunch of stuff to disassemble before that's completely gone. Trucks are backed up, but we're going to build warehouses here soon. As soon as this trading dock is, as soon as the trading dock's done being researched. I probably could unassign one truck and free one truck up, but right now we're going from stable to busy, but we're not like super busy. Okay, awesome. So we're going to start researching power maintenance. So it wants us to build a trading dock and a unit storage for wood. Let's do the unit storage for wood first. So what would that be under? Transport? Storage, look at that. Unit storage. Let's go here because I think eventually we can connect this with a belt. Let's throw that there, and we're going to select wood. We're going to tell it to just keep it full. I believe they take a worker as well. Oh no, maybe not. So no workers in the storage. We're going to build a couple more storage units here in a minute. Alright, trading dock. Transport? No. Cargo docks. Trading dock. Now, where do we want to put our trading dock? It's green here. Oh, there we go. It's green here. We can do a trading dock here. Yeah, let's throw it in. So we'll get that built. Yep. So we still need... Okay, we're building a trading dock, and this guy's bringing wood over, so we just need to wait till we get 40 wood in storage. Now, what do these warehouses take? They take 21 construction parts. So what we are going to do is we're going to throw in, I believe, another assembly building for more construction parts out of our iron. I don't want to get crazy with building these. I don't want to use up all of our resources. But I hope everyone is doing well today. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. It'll help the channel grow, and it is totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. Alright, so we're up to 41 months of food. You are about half full. Trucks are doing stuff. Trading dock. There we go. Building our trading dock. Doesn't, maybe not quite. Still waiting on some more parts. We're not getting any wood in storage though, so that means we're using every bit of wood we are making. Sweet. I may assign a third truck to this guy temporarily, so we can start getting wood in storage. Our trucks are stable. For now, let's throw him one more truck. We can take him back off later, but let's throw in one more truck so we can hopefully get some wood in storage. And if our trucks go to like very busy, we could take a truck off of him. Trading dock. Alright, trading dock is going up. So that is done. So now we just have to wait for 40 wood in storage. Are you going to start bringing wood over to storage? No, you're bringing wood over to turn it into coal. Okay, 51 months of food, 55 months of food. That's much better. If we're short on people, we can eventually turn one of the farms off or pause it. Come on, bring me some wood over and stick it in storage. I think our third truck is coming over. Power and maintenance is at 93% researched. Maybe we don't need, maybe he can't keep up with 3 trucks. Alright, we'll see. Nope, still going straight for coal. Alright, awesome. So that's done. So power and maintenance. Let's throw it on pause for a second. Let's look at our research. So I think now we're pretty much on our own. I think we're going to go with vehicles and mining. So this is going to unlock a vehicle depot. We can build another excavator, a pickup truck. We can build a tree harvester, a mining control tower, and I think the ability to mine rock. So let's start that research. And then I think we're going to go with, and then let's queue up the beacon. That'll bring more people in. That'll bring refugees in, which we're going to need. And then let's hold off for, I think we're going to go with diesel and then brick. But let's just queue that up for now. Still waiting for some wood to come into storage. Come on, give me some wood in storage. Nope, it's going straight to coal. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get wood in storage. But we'll be mining coal soon. Alright, so now it wants us to start power production by building a diesel generator. And then build a maintenance depot. I believe I'm going to do diesel over here. So it wants us to build... Alright, where is our diesel generator? Power and production. I was going to use diesel, but it's going to produce electricity and a little bit of pollution. But I think we're going to throw that... I think we can put it like over here. Let's throw that there. So that'll get us our diesel generator in. And it wants us to build a maintenance depot. Now the maintenance depot will maintain our vehicles. Again, this is probably going to be in a bad spot, but I'm probably going to put it over here. Let's just rotate that. Let's just throw it over here. It's going to cost us 40 construction parts. Build another assembly. Okay, we did that mechanical parts. I think we're going to throw another one in for machine parts because we are, construction parts because we are always going to be out of construction parts. So I think we're going to go, let's rotate this guy. I think we're going to go assembly manual. We're going to do more construction parts. Only 52 months worth of food. So 2 farms is going to be a little bit... Well, we got 286 potatoes. Hope they don't eat too much. We're not getting any wood in storage. We may have to get a second tree harvester going. What if we're going to get another icon somewhere where it tells us how much electricity we're making and then using? So it's only got one. It's got 2 workers in it. I'm not sure what we're doing with the air pollution. I guess we don't have anything that's using electricity yet. I guess maybe the maintenance depot will use electricity. Okay, so we finally got a little bit of wood in storage. Okay, so Purchase bricks for wood from the village on the world map. Trade? Trade. Oh, hold on. Purchase bricks for wood from the village on the world map. Okay, world map. Okay, there we go. So it wants, crap, what did it want? Bricks. How many bricks? Let me hit escape for a minute. 20. So it wants us to do 20 bricks. So wood to bricks. Trade. Alright, awesome. So that took care of that. So it's gonna give us 40 bricks and 40 construction parts. Let's collect that. It wants us to research the beacon, which I thought we queued up. Okay, it's doing vehicles and mining. That's fine. We'll do the vehicles and mining first. Then we'll research a beacon, and then build a housing and attach it to the existing settlement. So it wants us to build another housing complex. We'll throw it there. What's our... Okay, this guy's waiting on construction. Oh, it's going to take 6 workers. What's it waiting on? It's waiting on construction parts. This guy's probably waiting on construction parts. Yep, but this is waiting on construction parts to make more construction parts. Awesome. So now this guy's gonna start producing maintenance. It's gonna take mechanical parts. It's gonna start producing maintenance. It's gonna maintain our vehicles. 63 months worth of food. That's a little bit better. So 324 potatoes. Pretty soon we're going to have to build another storage unit for potatoes. Population and unity. I'm not going to read it. Our trucks are very busy, but I can't wait till we start building more vehicles. So this guy uses electricity? Yeah, so this guy's using electricity. So does this guy tell us what we're consuming versus what we're making? 25, we're using 25 of 180, so I guess, okay, so we're only using 14%. Alright. That answers that question. Alright, so cool. This guy's going to start making us more construction parts. So now we have 2 guys making construction parts. We only have, yeah, see, we're really low on construction parts. Diesel, we're not making any. Yes, we're down to 358, so I can't wait till we get into awesome. So we produced our maintenance. We're going to collect 20 electronics and 40 construction parts. We need that. We're still researching vehicles and mining, which is fine. So it wants us to build a unit storage for iron and a unit storage for construction parts. But I think I want to put another unit storage in here for coal. So it wants us to store iron and store construction parts. I think I'm going to build our like a warehouse type depot over here. Let's make sure we got room. We're not going to interfere with our iron ore. So we won't interfere with our iron ore. So storage. So let's go unit storage. Okay, so we need 1 for construction parts, which we'll put there. So you are going to be construction parts. And it wants us to build another one for iron. So let's throw you here, and we'll tell you to store iron. Can we? Oh. I was going to say, can we, let me throw it on pause for a minute. Can we tell one to store coal. We can't. Okay, so there's no use of building one for coal because we can't store coal till we get bulk storage. Okay. Vehicles of mining almost researched, which was one of our tasks anyway. Eventually we'll have belts. We can belt this right into the warehouse. We don't have belts yet. I think that's one of the researches we have to do. Message center. Alright, so that just tells us we've already looked at those. Taking a little bit to research our buildings and mining, eh? Oh, see, that was one of the things anyway here. 2 assembly manuals to produce construction parts, and we have 2. We just have to wait for our unit storage. Our unit storage is to be built, and construction parts. We may put a 3rd unit in building construction parts. We're definitely using more than we're making. Yeah, I want this area here cleared because if we have to put more farms in, I want to put them like right in here. So what do we have left? So we got plenty of trees yet designated for chopping, so we don't have to do any more of that. We have 17 available workers, so we're going to need that beacon soon. But vehicles and mining is almost done. It's at 89%. Wish we could boost this with Unity to. It actually uses Unity to, I think, to do research with. You know what we could do is we can boost. We need construction parts. Let's boost that one, and let's boost this one. So that'll get us more construction parts, and we have a little bit of available Unity left. So that'll get us construction parts a little bit quicker. I believe that's what the boost does. Doubles the throughput while consuming Unity. It also ignores electricity requirement. Oh, that's good. So that'll double. So we'll get double the construction parts, which we desperately need. Alright, so it's going to start. It wants us to store 80 iron. That's a waiting game. So our one warehouse for iron is done. So a truck should take our iron plates here now, just dump them straight in there, unless they're needed somewhere else. Alright, vehicles and mining is done. I believe our research, let's just make sure we have our beacon queued up next. Yep, so our beacon is queued up next, and then we're going to do, I want to get into, we got to start making diesel. We're going to queue this up next. It's going to get us our basic distiller, our oil pump, our liquid dump, and our fluid storage. We're going to add that to the queue, and then we're just going to put bricks in right behind it. That's going to get us our brickworks and our rainwater harvester, which we also desperately need to start storing water. Alright, so it wants us to build a vehicle depot, and that's where we're going to start making more vehicles. So, vehicle depot, is it under general machines? No. Transports? No. Storage, buildings? No. Oh, we got a new tab, look at that. Vehicles depot. Let's throw a vehicles depot in here. And that will start making us new vehicles. Our beacon research is up to 11%. We're still waiting to store iron. and then store construction parts. So because we're using all of our construction parts, so we're not going to get any in storage for a while. 78 months worth of food. Let's check on that. Okay, so now we're going to need another. Where is our housing and services food market? We got to dump another food market in here, so we have room to store more potatoes. And I think we have to designate it potatoes once it's built. Yep, there we go. Let's just select potatoes. Make sure we have enough storage so our farms are not wasting our materials. If we need workers, we could turn one of the farms on now that we're up to 77 months of food. Our trucks are very busy. So once this is built, it wants us to construct another excavator and 2 pickup trucks. We're going to need that when we get into mining. All right, now that this is done, it wants us to build an excavator, 2 pickup trucks, well, dump trucks, I guess, and then build a mine control tower near the iron deposit. Assign a small excavator and pickup. That'll be next episode. But let's queue up a small excavator and 2 more trucks. We'll get those queued up. We'll do the mining next episode. We're waiting on our beacon, and we're waiting on stuff to go into storage. I'm going to throw it on pause. We're about an hour in. I am OldMan102. Please smash that like and subscribe on your way out, and have an awesome day.